So third-party reproduction has mastered the first 5 days, that is the beginning of conception, as well as the last 12 weeks, all out of the woman's body. What about that period in between? Hey, Kathy Bernardo here from the Northeast Assisted Fertility Group. Seems like surrogacy, old-fashioned surrogacy, which goes back to the Bible, is the gold standard when there's uterine failure. But there are a couple of things on the horizon that you should be aware of. One is uterine transplants, and so far only one birth has taken place in 2019 from a uterine transplant. Now, uterine transplants are very, very difficult, just like any kind of other organ transplant. It must happen from a live woman, not from a cadaver. It has to happen right away. There's a high probability of rejection. And unlike other organ transplants, once the uterus is done, they remove it. So there have been a few have been done. Only one has resulted in a live birth so far. It's very, very difficult and very, very risky. So until the technology gets better, until we learn more, that's really not going to be a way to go when there's uterine failure. And then there's another thing called ectogenesis, which is an artificial womb. Now, this is basically formulated right now to help with premature birth. So if a baby's born just around 23, 24 weeks, that's just on the cusp of viability. So instead of putting a baby into an incubator that is dry and the air can be very dangerous, an artificial womb is like one is called a biobag, a bag filled with fluid with an artificial placenta that keeps the baby alive and gestates the baby until it's able to come out of there. Now, they haven't done these with humans yet. They've done these with lamb fetuses. And again, this is very, very risky, very, very new. It probably isn't something that's going to be practiced in our lifetime, and it's filled with all kinds of ethical questions about whether all of conception can take place outside the woman's body. But that's just science fiction at this point. Remember though, in vitro fertilization was science fiction, and now it's very common. So this may be the next generation. But really what it's formulated for is just to keep premature babies alive until they're viable. So it's a very, very specific reason for them now to skirt over all those thorny ethical questions. So right now, as it stands, using a gestational surrogate is the only way to go in the case of uterine failure. Uterine transplant, difficult, very risky, and artificial womb, way in the future. So I hope that was helpful. If so, please give this video a thumbs up. Please put any comments below. Please subscribe to my channel and go to assistedfertility.com for a lot more information on surrogacy. Thanks so much for watching.